All right? Yellowstone family, can you believe it? We're finally here, the finale of Yellowstone Season 5 is just around the corner. And let me tell you, episode 14 is shaping up to be a wild ride. This isn't just about wrapping up loose ends. It's about delivering some of the most intense, emotional, and jaw-dropping moments we've seen so far, or at least, that's what I'm hoping for. So grab your popcorn as we dive into how the Yellowstone chapter will close for good. Jamie Dutton, the end of the road. First and foremost, let's talk about Jamie Dutton. This is the last time we'll see him, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but if there's one character who's been digging his own grave since day one, it's Jamie. Over the years, we've watched him transform from a desperate, naive lawyer into a power-hungry political player. While he's had his moments, let's be honest, most of his decisions have been disasters waiting to happen. It's almost like Jamie is cursed or something. From betraying John to scheming against Beth, he's been burning bridges faster than we can count. Honestly, feel free to fight me in the comments, but at this point, I'm glad he's leaving the franchise. Here's the kicker. Jamie thought he could outsmart Beth. Big mistake. In fact, huge mistake. This season, Beth has made it her mission to dismantle Jamie's life piece by piece, and she's not stopping until he's out of the picture for good. It's hard to feel bad for the guy at this point. What about you? Do you still root for Jamie? Do you still feel sorry for him? Let me know in the comments. For me, Jamie's betrayal of the family legacy, especially selling out to market equities, was the final nail in the coffin. He's backed into a corner now, with his career in shambles and his personal life in tatters. Do you think Jamie could have turned things around if he had made different choices? Beth and Rip, the unstoppable duo. Beth and Jamie's relationship has always been a ticking time bomb. But what about Rip? Unlike Beth, Rip doesn't wear his hatred for Jamie on his sleeve. Instead, he's the quiet storm standing by Beth's side and letting her lead the charge against Jamie. Their shared disdain for him has created an unbreakable bond, and Jamie's downfall feels inevitable. In the finale, Beth won't be fighting Jamie alone. Rip will be right there, proving once again that they are the ultimate power couple. We all know Beth's hatred stems from one of the show's most heartbreaking betrayals, Jamie's decision to have her sterilized without her consent. That's not something you can come back from. Meanwhile, Rip sees Jamie as a threat to the family he's sworn to protect. Together, Beth and Rip have become an unstoppable force, ready to do whatever it takes to end Jamie's reign of destruction. Jamie's final moments. Now let's get to the juicy part. Jamie's final moments. Episode 14 promises to be explosive, with Jamie's death likely serving as the ultimate climax. Rumor has it that Beth and Rip will capture Jamie during John Dutton's funeral, turning what should be a moment of mourning into a scene of pure vengeance. Beth isn't just out for revenge. She wants to erase Jamie's influence entirely. Rip, on the other hand, is ready to step into John's shoes, delivering justice Dutton style. Jamie's death is expected to be both chilling and fitting, given the path he's chosen. What do you think? Does Jamie deserve redemption? Or is this the only way his story could end? John Dutton's funeral. The end of an era. Brace yourselves for John's funeral. It's going to be one of the most emotional moments in Yellowstone history. If you're not in the mood to cry, you might want to skip this episode. John's death marks the end of an era, not just for the Dutton family, but for the ranch itself. In a heartbreaking twist, the Yellowstone Ranch will be handed over to the reservation, fulfilling the prophecy from 1883 and returning the land to its original stewards after 7 generations. This moment will be emotional for both sides, forcing us to sympathize with everyone involved. Tate, a new beginning. Tate, Casey's son, will inherit what's left of the Dutton legacy. As a bridge between the Duttons and the reservation, Tate symbolizes a new beginning. Watching Beth and Casey negotiate this transfer is sure to be a tearjerker, but it also leaves us with a glimmer of hope. What do you think Tate's role will be in the future of the Yellowstone universe? Beth and Rip's surprising move. One of the most intriguing twists in episode 14 is the fact that Beth and Rip will adopt Jamie's child. On the surface, it might seem like an act of mercy, but let's be real. This is about rewriting Jamie's legacy on their terms. By raising his son, Beth ensures Jamie's name is erased from the family's future. For Rip, this is a chance to become the father figure he never had, bringing a sense of redemption to his own troubled past. Do you think Beth and Rip can give Jamie's son a better life, or will the shadow of his father's actions always loom over him? The final verdict. At the end of the day, Jamie's downfall is entirely his own doing. Time and again, he's chosen ambition over loyalty and betrayal over family. From siding with market equities to plotting against John and Beth, Jamie has alienated himself from everyone who once cared about him. His death will be tragic, but it feels like the natural conclusion to a story defined by betrayal and self-destruction. What do you think? How else could this story have ended? For more weekly updates on the Yellowstone franchise, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, check out the video on the screen. You won't want to miss it.